91 voted against and 248 voted in favor, and the motion as amended is accordingly agreed to.
Free Palestine!
South African lawmakers have voted to shut down the Israeli embassy in Pretoria and suspend all diplomatic relations until a ceasefire is reached in the conflict between Israel and the Palestinian group Hamas in Gaza. While this resolution is primarily symbolic as its implications lies with President Cyril Ramaphosa's government, it reflects the parliament's stance on South Africa's diplomatic ties with Israel. The presidency spokesperson mentioned that President Ramaphosa noted and appreciated the guidance from Parliament, especially concerning the status of the embassy. Ramaphosa and senior foreign ministry officials have been vocally critical of Israel's leadership during its devastating military campaign against Hamas in the densely populated Gaza Strip, calling on the International Criminal Court to investigate them for potential war crimes. Following the parliamentary vote, the Israeli embassy has yet to respond to requests for comment. Prior to this decision, the Israeli ambassador in Pretoria was recalled to Tel Aviv for consultations. The resounding adoption of the vote on Tuesday, November 21 saw a margin of 248-91. The parliamentary resolution initiated by the opposition Economic Freedom Fighters (EFF) party gained momentum last week. Notably, the governing African National Congress pledged its support, reinforcing a long-standing diplomatic stance for South Africa since the historic election of Nelson Mandela as the country's first democratically elected president in 1994. South Africa's steadfast support for the Palestinian cause for statehood in Israeli occupation territories spans decades, drawing parallels between the Palestinian struggle and the historical injustices faced by the black majority during the apartheid era. This comparison is strongly denied by Israel. The EFF initiated the motion in solidarity with the Palestinian people, responding to the Israeli bombardment and invasion of Hamas-ruled Gaza, triggered by a deadly incursion by Hamas terrorists into Israel on October 7th. At the conclusion of the deliberations, the chief whip of the ANC, Pemi Majodina, modified the final point of the EFF draft resolution, which called for the closure of the embassy and diplomatic suspension. The amendment now includes the condition until a ceasefire is agreed by the Israel and Israel commits to binding United Nations facilitated negotiations whose outcome must be a just, sustainable and lasting peace.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.